Today on Softball 360, after a season of slugging softballs across America, it comes down to this. The season finale of the Power Tour from Minute Maid Park, home of the Houston Astros, as we get ready to crown the world's greatest softball home run hitter. Jessica Moore rocks and fires for Team USA, and she leads the charge for the Stars and Stripes. But J-Moe is also pretty accurate at landing a softball in a kiddie pool. And Mr. Dudley has left the building as we share the story behind the official softball on the Stadium Power Tour, the Dudley. Those stories and the top sluggers on the Power Tour take a bow. Softball 360 starts right now.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Softball 360, presented by ASA. We're here to see the best of the best compete on the center stage.
Allow me to cut it down.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball. I'm Jenny Finch. What time is it? It's Stadium Power Tour time. The time-honored tradition of slugging softballs by the world's greatest home run hitters. It's about to wrap up their 12th season, and it's going down at Minute Maid Park, home of the Houston Astros.
Dateline, Houston, Texas, and Minute Maid Park. DeMarini, Louisville, Slugger, Worth, and Combat are all ready to rumble for the final of the Power Tour. And the points do indeed matter. As usual, 15 swings, each homer is worth 1 point. Except the money ball, it's worth 2 and could be the difference between the finals and going home to Seoul. Before the game, Chris Larson spoke to the media about what it's like to absolutely crush a softball.
When you launch one and the crowd gets all into it and everything, how neat is that for you guys?
Oh, it's good. That's good. You gotta check your emotions because you want to hit it further and see if you can make them go louder.
Leading off, the Louisville Slugger big man known as Thor. And once the smoke clears, Ryan Thor Harvey gets to work, swinging the hammer. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And why not? He's on a championship chase. Kaboom! One after another are leaving his Louisville Slugger bat. See ya! That one is heading all the way to Galveston. Thor has the formula figured out, folks, and has the early lead with 9 points. He's in the driver's seat to the finals. Up next, Combat's very own beast, Chris the G-Man Griner. When G-Man connects, he takes Dudley softballs to downtown Houston. But the G-Man also shanks a few and ends his day in Houston with only 6 points. He has, and he will do better. But today, G-Man's season ends at Minute Maid Park. His Combat teammate, Flip Washington, steps up and is ready for the challenge. Flip is a rookie with Jamaican roots, and hey, Mon, this ball is going for a ride. There goes another spectacular show bomb into the Houston night. Flip is on a roll, and if he keeps this up, he is Power Tour Finals bound. On the almighty money ball, take it to the bank. 9 points, and we have a tie ball game, folks. DeMarini's Bubba Brungart is in a good position to make the finals. He needs a good, solid show today and just needs to keep it simple. But Bubs is a long-haul bomber with only 1 speed, and he's on fire, sending softball souvenirs all the way to the Johnson Space Center. Bubs cashes in on the money ball and is heading to the finals with 8 solid points. Stepping in is an old softball friend, Jeremy Izzy Eisenhower. Izzy got the call today and is filling in for an injured BJ Fulk, who pulled a hammy at BP. Izzy has what it takes. Check out this upper deck show bomb. Nice work, Izzy. The last man standing to break the tie, Chris the Crusher Larson. Earlier, he told the Houston media about what it takes to send a softball souvenir soaring, and Crusher gets on it right away. One after another from his DeMarini bat. And all of a sudden, he has 7 homers in a row. And he's trending #Showbomb. Will it ever end? The Crusher makes it 12 points, and he's leading Team DeMarini into the finals in a battle with Team Easton for the Manufacturers Cup.
Really good park, and Gary threw him right where I needed him.
Here's a look at the final standings from Houston. Larson 3 better than Harvey and Washington.
What a show at Minute Maid Park as the Sluggers put the squeeze on the juice box. A little later in the show, we'll meet the top 4 Sluggers who earned their spot headed to the finals in Miami.
She led Team USA in front of 31,000 screaming fans in Japan. When Softball 360 returns, we're going one-on-one with Jessica Moore. J-Moe knows a thing or two about how to rock and fire and is happy to share the secrets of her success. We'll go behind the scenes at the ASA Power Tour to get the latest on the official Dudley softball. And who are the Magnificent 7? We'll meet and greet the Sluggers who are heading to Miami for the Power Tour Finals.
Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball, is brought to you by DeMarini, Easton Sports, Mikan, ASA USA Softball, and by Dudley, the official softball of the Stadium Power Tour.
I'm Jenny Finch, and you're watching Softball 360.
She led from the mound before 31,000 screaming fans in Japan as the leader of Team USA. Jessica Moore knows a thing or two about how to rock and fire, and she knows what it takes to get to this level of softball.
I think it was just really my competitive nature and my grit to be the best and to prove people wrong, you know, because it never fails. Anybody who's great has always had a story of that somebody told them that they couldn't. And so I've really used that as motivation.
The World Cup of Softball is an international celebration of softball. The nations of the world all gathered in Oklahoma City. And the fans needed a passport to get from game to game. And on this day, J-Moe was simply world class with a no-hitter for 5 flawless innings.
I think I was just hitting my spots and working my sequences really well. Aubrey did a great job calling the game, and you know, I've been putting a lot of trust into her and what she's been doing and us learning together. So I think it was just a good night for us to connect.
Great teammate, very selfless. She does whatever the team needs. You know, coach will move her around anywhere, and yeah, she's a great teammate. I love to have her behind me.
Jess showcased her versatile softball side in the recent ASA Challenge with Venus Taylor.
I see it's gotten really competitive around here. Do you have a secret strategy?
You know, I might bring out something a little different than the other contestants, so we'll see how that works for me.
All right, well, get it done. Good luck. Great job, Jess. 36 seconds. How was the underhand approach working for you?
You know, it wasn't too bad. I couldn't get them off as fast as I wanted, but it worked out for me.
Looked like a quick release and a great time. 36 seconds. Good job.
Thank you.
But to get to Team USA, to start and lead for one of the best teams in the world, what does it take? J-Moe is happy to share her secret to success, and it starts with passion and plenty of hard work.
I started playing softball. It was just something that I didn't ever want to leave the field. I didn't want to get off the mound, and so it was just something that really grew on me, and the longer I played, the more passionate I got. And I still find, different reasons of why I love to play, every time I hit the field. And so that's kind of what has drawn me to play for so long and play with as much passion as I do.
When you play for the Stars and Stripes, good things happen. And for J-Moe, there is plenty more to look forward to.
Good, strong, and balanced. We call this the tip of the triangle. Moving towards home plate, and I have a firm, solid break. Stretching is a huge, important aspect of this game. You gotta get warm, you gotta get loose, you gotta be ready to play. It's a short 7 innings. When you take that field, you gotta be game ready. So make sure your body's prepped and you did proper stretching and warm up prior to game time.
He's known as the man with the golden arm. Still ahead, meet Power Tour pitcher Gary Jost. From All-American to the bigs, to a decade on the mound for the Power Tour. Gary talks about softballs that are soaring, from show bombs to souvenirs to the story of Dudley after a brief timeout.
I'm Jenny Finch, and you're watching Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball.
It's just about showtime for the world's greatest softball home run hitters. The athletes stretch and get mentally prepared for the fastest 15 minutes in sports. But another part of the Power Tour is also prepping. The official softballs are here and are also getting their simple pre-game prep.
They like to choose our product because sometimes we get some events where the players get to choose the product, and they choose our ball because they like the durability and the liveliness and just how the ball holds up. Our ball's been on the top of the list for a long time.
I like them. They look good. They sound good. Feel good. More you need, huh? That's it.
That might go about 320 tonight, Joe. About 320. Is that far enough?
Softball players are very picky. They want a ball that sounds good, that comes off the bat quick, and that flies, and it's durable.
These softballs are manufactured by Dudley, and they are one of the most important parts of the show. And the folks who make them take plenty of pride in being part of the Power Tour.
Well, that's kind of an honor, because when the players go out here at the Power Tour and you got the best hitters in the world hitting your product, it's really an honor to see the ball go out and to know that it's your ball, and when the players come up to you and say, man, I really like that ball, that just means the world to us.
Pitcher Gary Jost has been on the mound with the ASA Power Tour for over a decade. Gary is known as the man with the golden arm and has the uncanny ability to throw accurate strikes one after another. Gary was an All-American at the University of Minnesota and had a promising pro career until an injury sent him to the dugout. Since then, he's been living the softball life as a manager of many championship teams. Today, as the official Power Tour pitcher, Gary knows exactly what makes a great softball.
You got the Dudley Thunder ZNs. Best ball in softball. They're great. They're hard. They fly out. They're good for everybody. Good for the fans. Good for the players.
Mike played pro ball and still has plenty of game left. He's literally the face of Dudley in their new catalog. And Mike is excited to share the news of the latest Dudley game-changing bat.
We kind of took the world by storm on the senior product. We did really well with it, so it was a Lightning Legend 1.0. Now we have the Lightning Legend 2.0. What we did was it has grip spin technology, which grabs the ball, and you'll be able to spin the ball backwards or spin it forward. You can get top spin or get distance, more backspin, more air time. And we're really proud of this bat, and the best thing about it with the senior players is we've been getting about 3,000 swings per bat before you get any kind of damage to it.
At a Power Tour event, it's pretty simple on just what it takes to come out on top.
Whoever hits most of these out takes home the money.
Mr. Dudley go out the park. Mr. Dudley is leaving the building tonight.
When Softball 360 returns, meet the ASA Power Tour sluggers who are heading to the finals as we get ready to determine who is the greatest softball home run hitter on the planet.
Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball, is brought to you by Louisville Slugger, by Worth, Combat Sports, Monster, BP Athletics, and by Softball Bat Club.
It's time to meet the best of the best. After slugging softballs all across America, it's time to reveal the Final Four, who will square off to determine who is the greatest softball home run hitter in the land.
After a summer of slugging softballs across North America, these are the last men standing, the Magnificent Seven heading to Miami. Leading off, Bryant, the ball will be flying Wegman for Team Easton. Wegs makes quick work of it with his legendary quick swing and keen eye for the ball. Wegs is hitting for the Manufacturers Cup. It's a goal he finds most important. You see, Wegs is an Easton lifer. He loves, lives, and breathes Easton products. His loyalty to the brand is legendary, and he believes in what they produce.
I do like the purple.
Stepping up next for Louisville slugger, Ryan Thor Harvey. Why is he known as Thor? It should be obvious. He's big as Thor and loves to swing the hammer. Thor finished the regular season on top by virtue of being #1. His rookie season on the Stadium Power Tour went viral with show bombs from coast to coast, including this blast in Tampa with more than 500,000 views. Chris the Crusher Larson for DeMarini is once again heading to the finals. Larson has the classic swing to send softball souvenirs deep into the yard with his DeMarini Stadium CL22 bat. Chris is one of the youngest players on the tour and has already claimed 2 championships on the Stadium Power Tour. Not only is Chris a professional softball player, but also works for DeMarini and Wilson Sporting Goods in the design of softball bats, with several cutting-edge bat tech softball hacks, and he put them to big use in big shows. Please welcome Travis the Blaster Clark for Team Easton. The Blaster may be a rookie on the tour, but don't expect any nervous yips and jitters at the plate. Travis has years of experience to back up his Easton bat. Being a wily softball vet has its advantages. Travis has darn near perfect technique at the plate and could put on a how-to-do-it seminar on the art of the swing. Travis is a lifelong Easton slugger and helps design and create the latest in bat technology. He's also a pitcher, and that may be his edge. He knows how to work the plate to his advantage. He's used that guile in some stunning shows with an amazing 15-point output in St. Louis at legendary Busch Stadium. Wow! Philip Washington for Team Combat. Flip calls Las Vegas home, but will not be a long shot to earn a spot in the finals. Flip played in the bigs until an injury sent him to the dugout. But when he hung up the spikes, he quickly moved into the world of softball. Flip loves the competitive nature of the sport, and the desire to be the best burns bright. Flip is swinging a combat bat, his own Flip Washington model. Young sluggers take notes on Flip and his brutal swing. This is raw power on display. Here comes Bubba. Bubba Brungart for Team DeMarini. Bubba has the fast hands and power to get it done. Sure, he's big as a house, but Bubs maxes out with textbook technique. He's swinging like a man on a mission. And that is to be the best long ball hitter in the game. Give it up for the youngin' from the North Woods of Washington, Bubba Brungart. The final slugger coming to the plate in Miami, Kevin Flip Philby for Team Mikan. The hefty lefty came off the bench, filling in for an injured Denny Crine, and there was no drop-off in performance. Flip is the 2012 champion on the Stadium Power Tour, won it as a rookie with this big-time roundhouse swing. Flipper also loves to cook and create a heaping helping of a mouth-watering mega meal of stromboli with plenty of meat, cheese, and red sauce. And what the heck, a tad more meat. Kevin Philby of Team Mikan shows you what the combination of youth, power, and a classic swing can do with the Mikan KF30 Philby Supermax bat. These are your magnificent 7. One will walk away as champ, as the greatest softball home run hitter in the world. Time and fate await.
And now the stage is set, with our top 4 heading to Miami for the Home Run Battle Royale, as we get ready to crown an individual and team champion. That's all the time we have for today. If you have a story idea, hit us up at softball360.com, and as always, we're live on Facebook. Thanks for watching, and like I always tell my campers, dream and believe.
Next week on Softball 360, a special championship edition. We'll head to Oklahoma City for the championship weekend, and the ASA Power Tour Finals are heading to Marlins Park, home of the Miami Marlins, as we crown the greatest home run hitter in the land. All straight ahead on the championship edition of Softball 360.